How do hydraulics work? I'm Ben, this is Physics or Bust. Hydraulic systems are a great way to transfer force from one place to another by pushing on a piston, having it connected with a line of fluid to another piston, and that can transfer the force from one piston to the other. The piston that has the force applied is called the master cylinder, and when force is applied to this cylinder, it increases the pressure in the fluid in the entire system. A hydraulic system works a lot like levers, where if you have a long lever and you put a force on it, you can provide a large force on the short end of that lever. Same idea applies with the pistons. If you have a small diameter piston that you press on, you can push on it and cause a large force to come out of a large piston. You have to press that small piston a much further distance, but you get a large force going over a small distance on the other piston. So it's always a trade-off. The larger difference in size of piston, the larger difference in distance and force that you can do. So if you have a small master cylinder connected to a large slave cylinder, then as you press on that master cylinder, you might be pushing it a fairly large distance, but you're going to get a small distance out of the large slave cylinder, but get a very large force. So you can lift a car by pressing on a small master cylinder, because your force times distance is going to equal the force times distance of the car being lifted. So if you're looking at a manually operated hydraulic system, you're going to put in a force over a long distance to get a very short distance but a large force. So think of when you're using a jack and you want to lift a car 3 inches off the ground. You're going to pump the end of that jack multiple times in order to get that lift. You're putting a smaller amount of force than actually like physically lifting the car, but you're doing it over a longer distance. And the size of piston that you have in that end of the hydraulic system is going to play a big role in how much force can be applied, as well as how much pressure can be applied to the actual hydraulic fluid itself. So whether it's a manually activated hydraulic system or one using compressed air, either way it's a matter of increasing pressure in the hydraulic fluid so that the pressure can transfer through that system to whichever piston it's connected to, causing a force on that piston to raise it up. Hope that helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, keep asking questions. I'll see you on the next video.